Good day, people of the YouTubes. I am Shadowhawk 2012, and this is Xenonauts, the alpha build, which I will be playing this time. And there's a reason I'm playing this game. Due to the fact that I live in the United Kingdom as opposed to the United States, I have to wait what is now 34 hours for XCOM to be formally released, and so therefore I've got to play the next best thing, or the next best thing that's available to me. Now, this game is being developed. You can find it in the Sora, and yeah, it's still heavily in alpha. They're still doing basically a lot of random stuff to make this game anyway near playable, but we're going to see what they've done so far. We're playing on... we'll stick with the veteran difficulty, because why not? We always play with Iron Man, because XCOM games without Iron Man, that's just silly. Commence the operation. Planetary base location. So this game begins in 1979, using 1979 technology, and basically follows the XCOM formula fairly well. We have a base which will be situated there, because that covers a lot of North Africa and also moves us partially into no, we're not going to call it the river base. This is the Temple of Bao we're talking about here. Oops. And thus the game begins. So, currently we need to sort out our base because we have some research to do. Alien invasion. Descriptions haven't been added yet. They did have the placeholder there a while back. They obviously changed it for various changes to the art style and various other things. But we're going to start that off and get our scientists researching it. We have a workshop, but we have nothing we can build currently. And we have personnel, where we have a sergeant and a load of corporals. Which, fair enough. No actual rookies, seemingly. We're going to purchase another 5 scientists, we're going to purchase another 5 technicians, and our soldiers has gone up as we're doing that. I think I've discovered a bug. Huzzah. Oh well, we're going to hire them. Yep, that soldier number has bugged completely. Huzzah. Well, this is what happens in an alpha. You find things that are going quite wrong. So these are our soldiers. We won't bother renaming them just yet because no point. These are our tanks. We do get tanks in this game. The Chinook 1, which is a missile tank. Well, can be able to drive a rocket launcher or a 50 caliber machine gun. But we're going to stick with the rocket launchers because we have no concept of subtlety. We're going to construct another hangar so we can get another aircraft in it around, but we're not going to build too much else other than that. So, let's go back to the geoscope and wait for things to happen. So, yeah, I'm playing this instead of XCOM. Oh, we have a UFO already. Small UFO intercepted. It's heading north, center on it. If it's heading north, we're not going to be able to get it, I don't think, but let's have a go. We're going to send out all 3 of our interceptors to go and get it. Interceptors in this game work almost in groups and formations, which I kind of like actually, and it also allows you the option of micromanaging and splitting up. So we'll see if we actually get this time. Speed up the game a little. No, they escaped to space. Well, we'll worry about that next time. So yeah, this is... Yeah. The invasion continues. Let's send you back out. Launch. Yes, clearly this alien invasion does not want to take over Europe. Well, anyway. Also, what I'm going to do for this video... is go and get distracted, because whenever I try to have a formal update video of any kind... Yeah, accept. I always get interrupted. NTA 145. Go. Whenever I have any kind of formal video like this, or formal update video type thing, I always end up getting interrupted by game events and fairly miss the point. Now, I was asked by somebody who... I don't appear to have written on my notes, so I apologise for that. He basically asked me a while back what some of my favourite LPs and LPers were. Which, interesting enough questions, so I figured once we engage this target, I will explain. So let's engage. So this is how the combat system works. We have each of our 3 interceptors who will try and chase. The red line shows us the path of the alien ship. Now we have afterburners which will eat up our fuel, but make the things move faster. We'll keep one back, the middle one, but the other 2 will move closer and engage with Sidewinder missiles. Now they'll eat up their fuel, as I say, but they will move faster and be able to hopefully catch this scout and force it to change course. In missile range, it crashes out into the sea. We should probably have waited until it was over land, but hey, we downed a UFO. We've been somewhat effective. And as you see, our monthly upkeep is forecasted to improve by 11,000 because of shooting that alien craft down. Now you'll see... Ooh, alien invasion has been finished. Aliens have effectively unlimited forces available. Alien craft are likely to increase in size and power as time passes. High-speed interceptor is now available for research because we need something fast enough to catch these alien ships, because they can move quicker than us. So, let's go to the research lab where we want to build a high-speed interceptor. And we're going to put all of our scientists onto this. So anyway, moving back onto kind of point that was addressed. What are some of my favourite LPs? And I pretty much had to think about this quite hard. I'm not going to do a top list because even if you ask me what my top 5 favourite movies are, for example, that changes day-to-day basis, depending on what I've watched recently. So what I'm doing is sort of a group of, say, Let's Plays. I'm only going to, for the purposes of this, be mentioning completed Let's Plays. Basically because, well, it's a completed Let's Play. You go out and want to watch the whole thing, it's there already for you. You don't have to wait for them to subscribe. So I'm also going to just recommend one from each person so that the list doesn't get clogged with a few LPs I tend to follow a lot more closely than others, for example. And also only LPs who are currently updating. So, with that in mind, a few honourable mentions first. Ooh, communication disrupted in Australia. You do find evidence of where the aliens are and what they're doing. So they've done something in Australia. Of course, that's miles away from us, so we got no chance of getting there. Also, 33 casualties so far. It keeps a running track of how effective the aliens' invasion has been so far. Our forecasted change is $1,000 additional dollars. But that's due to successful research and other things. Items ordered to the Temple of Power base have arrived. So we can now increase that. Excellent progress on the high-speed interceptor. And we shall move on. So yeah, honourable mentions. Firstly, Gavarok. And pretty much any of Gavarok's LPs are good. He's the LP I've probably followed the longest, and also the one who's most closely resembles my style. He's an excellent voice actor, and his videos are filled with fail and are always entertaining. His best LP by far is probably his Day of the Tentacle LP, where he just shows off his voice acting skills for every character in it, and it's well worth a watch. Other interesting things and why I like him so much, he actually is a master of improvisation, absolute master of it. So much so that is one of his Spyro the Dragon videos, he actually managed to go 11 minutes improvised song start to finish based on what was happening at the time. And that is just awesome to me. Other honourable mention, Tarquin's FF3's History of the NES. It's still ongoing, so I can't really call that a completed LP for the purposes of this list. We'll just speed the game up, it's just something's happening. But mind you, he has completed a lot of games, and he plans to go through the entire NES library, which is over 800 games, in more or less release order as time of release in the US. So good luck to him on that one. It's going to be a very, very long one. And here we go, another UFO. Can we actually get into... Nope, we want all of them going. Go. Can we get a mission off? That lands over land. Or we can get a mission. Ooh, in fact, there's a second one. Heading north. Well, we'll see what happens here. Both heading north, we're getting out of range. Come on then. Alright, tail until overland. If you escape, we'll switch to UFO 5. So yeah, other honourable mentions, Kikoska. More specifically, his XCOM Antarctic Challenge and also Kirby's Dream Land, for different reasons, really. I do have another LP of his on the on my main list, which is why I count those as honourable mentions. But as I say, my favourite LPs of his are the one that's on the main list, Kirby's Dream Land 1. Although that might just be because, again, the intro song. He does a little improvised intro song for the first level of the game, and it just basically sums up the whole game in one go. It's awesome. And also his Antarctic XCOM challenge, because I love XCOM LPs. They're always entertaining, and I've done it. Let me get Squadron 1. Lovial, no, there's no point. Darn it. Darn you! XCOM LPs, as I say, are always entertaining, and therefore, I've got that as an honorable mention. Number 1, by a certain Mr. Marigin, Granny's Garden. For nostalgia value alone, and just the BBC Micro thing, Granny's Garden LP, it's awesome. The only reason I didn't really include it, I don't know actually, I might change my mind and put it on there anyway. Go watch that anyway. We'll have that as a 6th, it's phenomenal. Other honourable mentions I should probably bring up as well, Bertrador's Earthworm Jim. Earthworm Jim is one of the hardest games that I've ever had the misfortune of playing, and it's just, he goes through it blind. There is much failure, but at the same time, it just works, and it's so awesome. Again, another reason I'm not going to put that in the main list is because I do have another one of his LPs there. So, yeah, enough honourable mentions, otherwise I make a whole list then, which I could do for weeks, years, months, although that might... It's a bit from radars. It's currently Inception course. Go to last indication. The MiG-32 Foxtrot is now available for construction. Empty hangar required. High-speed interceptors can carry heavy avalanche missiles. It's a poor dogfighter, does not have a cannon and cannot evasive roll. So, we have something. I think you need to really just patrol a bit. Yeah, return to base then. Well, this has so far been a bit of a bust. Come on. We just want to find something that happens. Something must happen. Also, do we have any more research? No, and also we don't have this next hangar built, so we can't really go and build anything more. So we still can't hire additional soldiers just yet. That might be because of barracks limits, but I don't know. There's an abduction in the middle of the ocean. Crew of 17 suspected abducted. Went out to 64 forecasts. Also, fishermen report marine dead zone. Thousands of sea creatures observed. Terror from the deep? Maybe. But so far our forecast change is now down $16,000. We need a successful mission now. Ooh, that's right over us. It's a small one. We're going to intercept it. We're right on it straight away. This we can get. So, in no particular order then, these are my favourite 5 LPs that I have watched recently from LPers who have completed them and are still uploading videos. Squadron 1. Go. Yeah, that confused me a little. So first off, Tarquin, Tofu Boy, and Bertrador in a co-op LP. Well, actually a couple of LPs, because I really have to group these two together. Yes, excellent. Engage. Sorry about this, we are distracted. So MiG-1 and Fig-2, rather, will head off at full speed. Go. Now it can escape from us if it's come on. Crash lands! we got a mission. Huzzah, we have a mission. I can show off the actual combat thing in this game. Right. Intercept crash site 1 with the Chinook. This basically is our little aircraft which has all of our soldiers in it. So let's go. We have a mission at last. But yeah, it's a couple of LPs by the 3 of them that I'm basically recommending as part of my top thing. Let's race Link to the Past and let's race Mario 3 The Extra Levels. For different reasons, they're both awesome. There's basically 3 of them going through, in the case of Link to the Past, which I think is probably the better one of the 2 from my point of view, just watching them go through a game I adore in a race to see who is the fastest to complete it. There are lots of failings, lots of various reaction noises. I think actually there's a certain video in the Mario 3 Extra Levels which goes on for about 3 minutes of almost. But I put them both together because depending on whether you prefer Mario or Zelda games, they will basically determine which one of those you're more likely to watch. But they're definitely entertaining. Yeah, go give them a watch. I'll put links to everything I basically said above when I get around to it. Reloading ground combat. Be patient, this may take some time, obviously. Links have to be shorter in the final version. This is fine. Gives me time to ramble for a bit. Others in probably my top 5 list here, although it's not really a top 5 list, and I'm not... Oh, let's say, you thought you crashed. Other one is Kikoskia's Ultima 7 and Ultima 7 Serpent's Gate LP. I have lost days watching that and rewatching that. I can put it on while I'm doing absolutely anything and be entertained. It is just the complete RPG experience by the master of LPs, probably. And if you like any kind of RPG, that is a definite watch. Ultima 7 is a phenomenal game, and it's played brilliantly. Not necessarily perfectly, but brilliantly. And he does spend quite a long time faffing about, admittedly, but even that's entertaining in its own way. Also, I probably need to adjust the volume here, because it seems to be a bit loud. I might fix that for next time. So anyway, let us now deploy. So, we're going to put a snapshot on here. Yeah, you're still in the way actually, so... Do we see any aliens? Ah! There's a bit of a glitch there. Right, you're going to hide behind the tank. Head up that way. You're going to duck behind cover. Duck, and you can't get a snapshot off, but that's fine for the moment. You're going to do the same thing. Duck. You have a snapshot saved, but not enough actions for it, really. Can you get there? With 10 points remaining, you can. And duck. Alright, so we're fairly well sorted here. Quick scan around the map, though. We got a building there. At night, but plenty of cover positions. Our Rocketeer will go there. Why can't... Oh, it's you in the way. I don't like this at all, actually. Come on, then. Now, there are civilians on that. Now, there's a few civilians who have guns, who are sort of police figures or normal army soldiers. They can be helpful. I'm not sure whether they react fire to you, though, sometimes. That would be an interesting feature to actually have. So you kind of have to dodge panicking army forces, for example. Right. Yeah, because I think this guy is military-minded. You can set up a snap. You can set up a snap in future. It's just so I remember once I've got everybody sort of set like this, it's probably... Yeah, I can't for the moment. But then they need to run. Hidden movement then. There are aliens out here and we must kill them. Alright, human movement. Now the civilians will tend to panic and put into... You've just disappeared off the face of the earth. I think you're an alien secretly. That's a police officer. Right, we're off then. So what we want to do here... How far can you get? No, you can't actually make it. So I think, without the snapshots, you're going to have to run to that corner. There's a building there, but unfortunately, because of where I position you, you can't really get there. You're going to worry about this one now. Nothing in there, and also this allows you to see in there and make sure we're not about to be shot from behind. Oh, and this is why I love XCOM. They could be absolutely anywhere. You don't know until it's too late whether you're walking into a trap or not. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm from what I've seen, I'm really going to enjoy the action direction they've taken the series in with regards to the new release. And yeah, certainly you won't have bugs like that in it. You get behind cover. Duck. So we've got a pistol ready. Who hasn't moved yet? You haven't moved, but realistically you can only get to there. I think we'll actually turn that off and get you back there. Duck you down. And your job is to go and support here. Now you actually did run into things there. Still got the snapshot enabled, so if anybody does come up along here, you can see. I think we're alright, actually. Okay, moving on to the next turn. There is, well, unknown shooting at us. Don't actually know which aliens this is going to be currently, but apparently civilians have been shot. You run into the building and you're shooting at something. It might not be him actually shooting, but he's definitely shooting at something. Let's hope he gets lucky. That would mean we've managed to get through the mission and we were actually surplus requirements. Alright. So let's find you. I want to know whether that was actually... Can you get there? Yes you can, but you used up all your time units to do it. Let's hope we haven't just walked you into a trap. You've got pistols, so you'll be able to get there in time. No snapshot this time, but you're able to walk in and get some cover. We'll have the tank roll around the outside. Yes, thanks for that. Yeah, tank a little buggy, but it's okay, really. Next, we're going to have you basically take over this position here. And have you hop round. Yeah, it's easy to move around on the arrow keys, actually, this. Alright. So you move back to there. I think we want to have a look at what's in here. Darn it. There is probably a way of opening doors without doing that, and I just noticed that that's the possible person who could have been shooting. Let's hide around there. You don't have a snapshot, but you're with somebody else who does. Rocketeer. Move in. It was either him or him who shot at something, so there could be others, I guess, actually. Anything around the corner? No. Can you get behind there? Yes. gap in the fence, was that made by us or was that just decorative? I don't know. Snapshot. I just don't know. And return. More alien shooting. So I'm now going to my third pick for this sort of LPs that I really enjoy, or my favourite LPs. And that's going to be Guava Moments XCOM multiplayer videos, which directly inspired me to do the same thing. Because it's awesome. He done it here is about 4 years. Oh! It is this guy shooting at him. Is he shooting through the window, or is he shooting at something in the room, though? I don't know. But we know something's there now. So, let's first of all... This guy... No, done. You. I actually didn't want to move you. Well, you got a better idea of it than most now. So now, I think it is. We're going to move to there. Alien spotted. And it's a long way out. You're shooting through a window at him, mate. It's not going to work. But at least we know where he is. Let's duck and take position. Rocketeer, then. Work his way down. We're going to have a bit of a rocket. Oh! No, that's not... Sorry, that's a little unclear, actually, there. I thought he could be spotted from the other guy. So what we now need to do is see whether that's the only one of them or not. Let's open the door. Yeah, that needs to be sorted, I think, really. Because we want to know whether we're actually safe or not. Currently, we don't know. Right, round goes the tank then. Who hasn't moved? You haven't moved. Actually, you might have a reasonable shot at having a go at this guy. But it's probably safer for the moment to move you... Well, that's safe enough. This guy, then, is going to go to there, I think. Doesn't have enough time yet to make it fully over there, but we'll see. Next turn. Alien shoots. Just a shadow. I can't tell what he is at the moment. Well, anyway, moving on to my fourth pick. I'm going to go with Malefact's The Way episodes 1 to 5. And also including The Way episode 6. But I know he hasn't technically completed that yet, and that kind of breaks the rules, but he has done episodes 1 to 5. Now, I did my LP of The Way basically because he stopped for 2-3 years. And that's kind of why I did mine, in a sort of way. Because he is, and was at the time, well, he still is really, the master of The Way, really. And whatever I do will pale in comparison, but it was something at the time. I'm really glad that he's decided to come back and to basically complete his work, if you like, if you will. And yeah, I always look forward to watching his future episodes. Go and see why. That's what I'm basically recommending there. Final pick for LPs that I really enjoyed. Necroscope's Resident Evil series. More specifically, probably the Resident Evil 2 game. If only for the amount of heart attacks it gives him, almost. Not that I'd wish him to die, of course, but at times you do wonder whether he's going to be okay at the end of it. It's a great little LP, really. I mean, here's the state abuse master. Alright, I'm going to take a shot here, I think. 37% accuracy here, but also does leave you exposed. Or, go for a normal shot. 45% accuracy, half chance with no ability to get into cover. Oh, actually, no, you don't have any time for it. Yeah, still on the shooting thing. How do I get off that? Let's switch to burst mode. Cancel that out, please. Thank you. And move you back around there. Yeah, we definitely can see him. Right. Here we go. Let's go normal shot. Targeting the alien. Now, you do have the option of aiming, spending additional time units to do this. In his case, he can go up to a normal shot. 28 time units. This can be completed action units reserved for snapshots. Yeah, stop that. Fire! Did we get him? Don't think so. It seems to be some form of lizard thing. Let's hope you're somewhat covered there, because if you're not, then I'm not sure there's a lot we can do to help you. Can you actually get a shot off there? I didn't think you could. Let's try from there. Not really. I think we're just going to move you in preparation, really. You might be able to do something from this. You got 33% accuracy. We'll go burst shots. We hit him. We can go for another one if we want, but I'd almost prefer to put him back into cover. Yeah, we'll hide him in there. Alright, going well. Just don't randomly find another one. That's all I ask here. Right, so moving along. Tank. Move along. Right, so you can run back to there. And you can run along to there. Yeah, this alien's pinned down now. We've got him in all directions now. We'll just see what he does. Takes a shot. Couple of them actually. The wall's about to go down, which will give us another easy way of killing him, I think. And I think we're on civilian movement now. He's determined to steal our kill, this guy. Also shows how tough that lizard actually is. Come on. I don't mind watching you continually... He's gonna try and steal our kill. This is not on. I disapprove. Right. The alien's moved, has he? Select the right guy first. So you need to reload. Right, next. You're not really going to have enough time units this turn, so you can just move and prepare. Round the corner you go, sir. Right. Burst fire. This thing is tough. Right, single shot 20... Oh, darn it, he doesn't have enough points. He's only got... He has to get to there, actually. Alright, single shot then. So we can go 45% with an aimed shot. Let's go for it. Hit things, round you go. You, good sir, are going to go round to there. And then the tank. If we save a snapshot... Can we get to the point where we can see him? I think we can see him from there, you know. get him. I think he's a burning hunk of alien now. And I would say that is done. And the tank seems to have broken down and glitched just because it has. Awesome. What we'll do just to make sure of things is move Corporal Williams up. Just in case. Enter. Excellent. Mission debrief. Soldiers still gained a bit of APS and also some strength boosts for various people. One civilian killed by Xenonauts. When did we kill it? When did we kill that? Surviving local forces, 2 surviving civilians, 4, 1 alien killed, UFO secured. A civilian non-combatant corpse and an alien plasma missile. We killed a non-combatant. They were non-combatants, they seem to be firing pistols at us. I'd argue this one. Still, we got some things, and this means we now have research. And we want to research the alien plasma pistol, which we can get to excellent by doing that, and then we want to do an autopsy of the alien. Excellent work so far. Right, so this is what I'm going to be playing until XCOM comes out eventually. Only other thing which I'm going to sort of end the video on, because this is also part of the question, is what are my favourite LPs that I've done? Now, I'm very critical of my own work, but yeah, I've selected 5 that I consider good for various reasons. First off, we have Sonic 2, which was a co-op LP with Slime Boy. Sonic 2 is probably my favourite Mega Drive Genesis game. And yes, it really, when you play Sonic 2 with 2 players, one player controls Tails, who is slower than Sonic, tends to get left behind, and is generally given to people purely so that you can sort of pretend to be playing a 2-player game when really you're not. I'm going to intercept you. In the case of this LP, I think it just shows how much better a player Slime Boy is than me. That my resounding memory of it is that Tails is a ninja and is therefore awesome. My resounding memory of that LP is that. And yeah, it is me completely messing up as Tails fixes everything. And then once Tails goes at the end of the game, it's just me messing up, and it's just... oh. Well, that's the way it goes. Can't argue that. My favourite LP that I actually played well was Speedball 2. Now, pretty much Speedball is a difficult game, especially when you get beyond the Division 2. If you get an unfavourable starting team lineup in Speedball in first, second division, it can be difficult to recover. But as long as you're scoring high enough in each game, it's not too difficult to win the second league. And that LP went right down to the wire. I had control issues initially because I've only ever played that on a controller. My controller I did have for it didn't like to do diagonal movements very well, so I had to resort to using the keyboard eventually, which is far from ideal. Oh! Alien Plasma Pistol is an alien sidearm with relatively short range. Jackal armor provides moderate protection against this weapon. Basic armor offers none. Humans suffer severe accuracy penalties when using this weapon on the battlefield. Must capture an alien plasma rifle to better understand plasma technology. Interesting. Oh, we're still doing that. Workshop then. Let's go and build ourselves another MiG. Oh no, we gotta wait for the thing to finish. Another one I kind of enjoyed, only sort of retrospectively. I certainly didn't enjoy it at various stages of it. Was Final Fantasy The White Mage Challenge. Now when I started it was about my 3rd LP I'd ever done. Civilians are physically strong reptilian aliens carry powerful weapons in the battle, like the plasma pistol. So, what can we actually research now? We've got nothing to research. And that might actually be the end of the game, really, because I'm not sure how much else they've actually added to this, really. We'll see. And I've also just noticed this is now about 40 minutes, which, yeah, I didn't mean to ramble on for this long, really. Still, I've done it now, so I shall continue to ramble, because I do nothing but rambling these days. Yeah, I certainly did enjoy Final Fantasy The White Mage Challenge. When I started playing it, I hadn't played Final Fantasy in years. I had to basically, at one stage, give up on the LP because I just was fed up of grinding for an hour, half an hour, just so I could make a small amount of progress in the video and then be stopped by a random encounter monster who kills me. It's... yeah, it got a bit old very fast, that one. Still, I returned to it eventually, and I'm glad I did, because I almost consider it 2 LPs. The first one was me, at the start, bad microphone, probably the worst microphone I've ever found anywhere. And then the second half of the LP, from episode 14 or so onwards, is a completely different LP for me, really. The LP starts at episode 14, and from then on, it's enjoyable. It frustrates me at times, the White Mage Challenge. It does, really. But at every point, I'm making progress. I am slowly building up my power. And yeah, look, it worked there. We've already accepted. Looking back at it, yeah, it is a really enjoyable LP. Ooh, got it. Engage. This is a larger scout, so we're going to make sure we get this one. Let's go afterburner, afterburner. Go! And heading straight forward. This is actually going to attack. Now we have to be careful here. I don't know which one of these was actually hit. Here, but in order to evade incoming things, I think I'm just going to go evasive roll on both of them, actually. Evasive roll allows you to essentially... by the way, they're already down to low fuel levels. Fuel level 30%, 30%, 31%. Evasive roll allows you to try and avoid alien shots. We're going to have to do another one now. Oh, we got it though. Just about. And the F-17 did get damaged. So we shot down another one. Yeah, retrospectively, the White Mage Challenge was awesome. It just convinced me from that point on I knew I would be able to complete virtually anything else I did. And please do not mention Rogue Galaxy to me at this point, because... no reasons. Slightly more recently this, I've only really just completed it, but 5 Days a Stranger was an awesome LP. And it's an awesome game. I really enjoyed playing it. It was a blind request by Real Shard, and I'm definitely going to look into the other 3 games in the series. Even if I don't end up LPing them in future, I definitely consider that and recommend it to anyone. It's a short game, very short. But for that, for all of the short amounts of time you're actually playing it, it is awesome. Press that 2. We need to intercept with a Chinook. And finally, although this is probably a mute point mentioning this because it's the sole reason anybody seems to subscribe to my channel, is XCOM Enemy Unknown. The 1994 version, not the one that I'm not actually playing yet. As I say, XCOM LPs are awesome. I always enjoy playing XCOM. Zoom in a bit, actually, just... Great! That works. As I say, most of you will have subscribed to me because of XCOM Enemy Unknown. Next to certain of that. If you didn't, awesome. What did you subscribe to me for? I'd like to know, actually. So yeah, those are my favourite LPs that I've done and that other people have done. They were still obviously doing LPs. So yeah, I'm going to be playing this now until it comes out in what is now only 33 hours. Huzzah! I wasted nearly an hour on this game. Now what am I going to waste another 34 hours on? I'll think of something, I'm sure. So this is Shadowhawk 2012. Waffling on. Until then.